y'all. Okay, so just to give y'all an update, I'm back from the ER. I can barely freaking see out here. Let me tell y'all. So, y'all, God is so good. First of all, y'all saw I was in tears. I was going through it. And then when I was in the ER, I was in freaking tears. I want to thank y'all for y'all prayers, and some of my sisters, some of y'all texted me and everything. It was like, Mona, I'm praying for you. My phone was dead while I was in there. So let me tell you what I got. But first of all, let me tell you what I don't have. They did a CAT scan on my brain. Everything is cool. My brain, everything was normal. But what I have is, excuse my mouth. I just said it. Palsy. One of you ladies said it early. You were saying that I think your sister's face was twisted. Cerebral palsy. Am I saying it right? When I pull over, I'll read it. So what it is like they're saying either a viral infection or like some people may have these symptoms like if they got bit by like a tick or something like that. And what it is that you have the same symptoms that are just like as if you have a stroke. So I didn't know this, but this eye right here cannot close. Like this eye's closing, this one isn't. I didn't realize that until I got to the hospital. So now I'm in tears. I'm like, and the whole time I'm sitting there and just tears are going down, and I realize I can't close this eye. Like, this eye's not freaking closing. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse. So I'm just crying, y'all. I'm just, tears are just rolling down my eyes. I'm just crying like, Jesus, you know. And I just imagine like the Lord was just sitting there, like Jesus was sitting there with me when they said Ramona Hines. I had to get up and Jesus is just walking with me. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm waiting there, seeing all of these sick people come and go and all of this. And they immediately test me. But the crazy part about it is, one of you ladies was like, my sister, her face was all twisted up, and they said palsy. I think that's what you said, terrible. I think I'm saying it wrong. I gotta read it. But anyway, I was like, So when I went in there, one of the nurses said that's what it sounds like, the palsy or whatever. And I'm like, really? And so another nurse came and she tested and everything. It was like the same thing. But I'm like, I don't care what anybody say. I want a CAT scan. And y'all know I got a lace front on. So you know when I went back there, the guy was like, do you have any hairpins? I'm like, no, but I got a wig on. I gotta tell you. My smile is so twisted. You see it now? You see it now? So anyway, I took my wig off. He was like, you can take it off. Took my wig off and threw it to the side. So I had to, it was the new CAT scan thing where it go, I was trying to close my eyes, but this one wouldn't close all the way. So anywho, I'm sitting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And finally the doctor, she comes around and she tells me that my brain scan was perfectly normal. And what it is palsy. I don't want to say cerebral palsy because I know I'm saying it wrong. But when I pull over, I will read it. Y'all, when she told me, okay, the first thing she said I would have to take is I have to take steroids. So they're giving me steroids. They're also giving me an antiviral thing or whatever. Not antiviral, but some viral medicine or whatever. And then I have to take some eye drops for this eye right here because it doesn't close all the way. Do y'all see it now? Y'all see like I look like a different person. You see it like this side right here, like this side is up. This is my smile. This side is down. So it's like as if one side of me is paralyzed. Y'all, when she told me that this thing right here is curable, I'll be back to normal in a couple of weeks, I was like, Father, thank you so much for a second chance. I went in the bathroom with my cricket smile. I was like, oh yeah, time to put my cape back on. I'm trying to tell y'all, that was a fright. Do you hear me? Like everything flashed before my eyes. Oh, I still got a headache though. But I was just like, oh my gosh, Lord. Like, Lord, is this really happening? But oh my gosh, I'm just so happy that I have palsy or it sounded like she said cerebral palsy or something like that. But I'm so happy that it is not, and I am not by any means trying to make it sound like as if those people who suffer from stroke, because that is major. That's major. That is major. So I can't wait now when I go to work tomorrow. I'm not going to feel like I'm any given time a vein going to bust, or I'm scared to go to bed because I may not wake up. You know what I'm saying? All types of things went through my mind. But the one thing I know, you know your body. The other place I went to, and they're in Nova. The other place I went to, they saw my eye and everything, and they was just like, it's a headache. It can happen. I'm like, nah, this ain't no headache. I'm walking. Y'all know what I felt like I looked like? It reminded me the face of Oprah on The Color Purple, when she was like, dang it, rotting that jail with that eye like really small. I was just like, oh no, like I just look like Forrest Whitaker out this joint. Like I'm like, my face does not look like this. There's something wrong here, and my speech is wrong, and then my eye is watering. What's up with that? Oh my gosh, y'all, they broke it down, and they told me that it's very common with women my age, pregnant women, and the guy said he sees more women in there coming in there like that. I mean, he was like, women my age. I guess I'm like, what is that supposed to mean, women my age? But there was some major people in there with some big issues. I thank God, thank you, Jesus. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Because y'all saw me earlier like, Mona. Oh my gosh, I feel so happy, even though my face ain't right, but at least I know what it is. Lord knows, I was just like, please don't let it be anything major. You got a baby, you just can't. You can't. I mean, some of y'all, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but that don't make things easy. So they drew some blood. They did a EKG on me, an AKG on me, or whatever you want to call it. So I got all of these stickers all on me. I'm just so happy, y'all, that it's not a stroke. I'm just so happy it's not a stroke. And yes, tomorrow I can be like, yes, I could get these meds and start popping these pills. They asked me what type of pills. I'm like, I got all type of migraine pills in my purse. I can't wait to see my 3-year-old. I have not seen my baby since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's going on 9 o'clock at night. I need a patch to go over my eye. But that's another thing too. They gave me a prescription for some eye drops, because I'm gonna have to put some eye drops because this eye doesn't close. And at nighttime they gave me these goals to put over my eye and to put some tape around it, because they're like, that eye is not going to close all the way, and your eyelids need to close and make sure that, you know, nothing gets in and nothing affects the eyes. So, y'all, I'm so happy. I knew I wasn't tripping. Look at my face. You see this side? Like, I kept going like this. Like, every time I walked in, I was like, why does this eye look like this side right here just looks stern? You see it? Like, I look like two different people. Oh, I didn't even realize there was something out here like this. But thank God it's curable. Thank you so much, TT. Thank you, Bell's. I'm going to say it wrong. Bell's palsy. Thank you. Oh, why did I say cerebral palsy then? Bell's palsy. Y'all don't know. I'm just so happy. I am so happy. I am like, oh my gosh, Jesus, thank you for a second chance. That's what it is. Bell's palsy. You right, sis. Bell's palsy. Am I saying it? I'm not saying it right. Y'all know what I'm saying. Palsy. Bell's palsy. Why is it called Bell's? Why did it make it sound like, I could have sworn it would say a terrible palsy or something like that. But oh my gosh, this is horrible. I mean, what I mean horrible is like, thank God this wasn't something like, oh my gosh, like I was like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I can't be in the hospital. I got to take care of a child. What's going to happen to Symphies if something happens to me? You know, all of those things was going through my mind as a mom. You know what I mean? And then I was seeing people up in there with their husbands and stuff with them. And I was like, oh, you know. But I'm like, that's okay because Jesus is with me. But I ain't going to lie, tears was just rolling down my eyes because the whole time I'm thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking about my daughter. And I'm like, is this how things are going to end? You know, that's a reality check. Like, you could be good one day and out of commission the same day. Not even the next day. Shoot, I was in tears. Y'all saw me. I was like, oh, God, Mona. I know y'all was like, Mona, what's going on? Thank y'all so much for y'all prayers and y'all encouragement. Because I know one thing. I was mighty low. I was mighty low. Shoot. I was like, Jesus. I was sitting there like, Lord, are you mad at me? I was just, oh my gosh, talk about a pity party. I was like, what's going to happen? All types of things went through my mind, but Lord knows, stroke ain't nothing to be playing with. Nothing to be playing. And now, this is my first time. It's called Bell's palsy. I don't know. But this is my first time. I heard of it before, but I had no idea that it's common. You know, you could be minding your business and all of a sudden the right side of your face just went paralyzed. And I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I could feel it twitching. What's going on in the back of my brain? Like, oh my gosh. Like, oh, you know. And then when you're sitting there, you know what I was doing at work. I had my earphones in, listening to doctors talk about the treatment of a stroke. And how they were saying that strokes are 80% preventable. And you can reverse yourself. You can heal from it. But they have to catch it because strokes can be caught with blood clots. It could be caught with internal bleeding back there. Not internal, you know what I'm saying? And they have these new tools where they could go in and take the blood. So you know what was going through my mind, right? Like I'm thinking I got something in the back of my head because it already feel like I was throbbing back there. You know, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm sitting up here trying to listen to these little brain frequency things, and that really made my headache kind of subdue earlier, but it was bad. I'm sitting up here thinking like, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to do with my baby, my child? Like, you know, like all of these things was going through my mind. You know, so I was thinking like, what if I don't get back from this? Like, I thought I was stronger than this. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't think that I would be going through something like this. Like, and you know, that's Google will mess you all up. Because I really diagnosed myself thinking like this was some stroke. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is not happening. No, it's bad. I had to tell my job, I gotta go. Because if I'm out of commission, y'all not gonna make no money with me working for y'all. I gotta make sure I'm good. But it was scary, y'all. It was scary. Whew, I can't wait to go home. I'm gonna be up tonight watching my 3-year-old jump all over the place. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I know some of y'all is like, yeah. Man, I thought I felt like, what's that old Sanford and Sons, I'm coming home? Like, I really felt like this was it for me. Shoot, that's some scary stuff. I don't want to go through that. Oh my gosh, I don't want to go through that. And then, you know, because Symphony was born at that hospital, they would come. Remember, I just went to the other Inova Hospital in Gatto, Alexandra. But, well, you know what I'm saying? I just went over there. And I would think that they would have the same records at this hospital. They asking, is everything still the same? They got me down over there as married. My ex-husband is the point of contact. I'm like, no. And I'm trying not to think no bad thoughts, you know, because it's already my brain waves were dealing with activities. I just thank the Lord. God is so good, y'all. I cannot, let me tell you something. I can go to bed knowing that I'm going to wake up in the morning. At least, you know, I got a high % chance of waking up in the morning. And I'm not trying to take it lightly or, oh, I need a parking space. Man, he got this parking space. Move. He got that parking space. I need a parking space. I got one. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not going to be able to fit like that. I got to get out. I hate when I park in front like this because I can't see. And earlier today when I was at my job, y'all, I hit the front end of my car. I mean, I think I hurt the tag, but I'm really good at that. That's because this daggone right eye hasn't been the same. Y'all see that eye? Look at that eye. That eye's just like, that eye's not right. God is good, y'all. I ain't look. Those are real life issues. Now I'm about to celebrate. Thank you, Jesus. I'm about to be popping these pills all over the place. Oh, man, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I got to make sure. I don't know, Solo. Hopefully, I know my cousin probably took Solo out. Y'all don't even know. I went back up in there when she told me that, oh, this is, it's called palsy, Bell's palsy, or I thought she said terrible palsy, but Bell's palsy. And you'll be back to normal in no time. I was like, what? So this, so I'm like, oh. Sometimes I think, I know the Lord be looking at me like, Mona, you're doing too much. Chill. I know one thing. I thank God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. But I'm trying to tell you something. Don't ever sleep on stroke like symptoms. When in doubt, get it checked out. You dig? When in doubt, get it checked out. Look at my eye. Look at that. This is two different faces here. Now I'm trying to blink. Like, watch me blink. Notice how this eye doing it? And this one is still open. I'm blinking. See, I'm not. I could try to blink on this one, but watch me blink. Notice how this one is like, Jan. That's why I was like, something's not right. This is not my face. Pop these pills, and I'll be back to normal. Y'all, let me show you all my. I got my band. I was like, Lord, please. That was some scary stuff, y'all. Matter of fact, since I'm up here, I'm about to put my flats on. I'm about to run in and see my baby. Oh, man. They was like, the lady was like, I just think you have this. I'm like, look, I just need a scan. Give me a scan. And then if you right, then you right. But, Because I'm like, my face is drooping. Now, if they would have told me that at the other place, now remember, I just went to the hospital yesterday. If they would have told me this yesterday, that you have Bell's palsy, if I'm saying it right, then I would have been like, okay, you know, they would have gave me medication, and I'm already following up with a neurologist on Tuesday, then I would have been like, bet. But nobody knew nothing. Girl, no. I'm so happy I ain't called my mommy. She been blowing up my phone, though. Could you imagine if I called Mom, I think I had a stroke? My mother be like, what? She would be in her daggone buggy on her way up here. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And I ain't speak to my dad either. So you know how I feel right now, y'all? Like, I'm back. I'm back with my crooked smile, but I'm back. Look, I may be limping with my cape, with my mama cape on, but I'm back. Shoot, that thing had me just so nicked. I need me a. Who's that? Oh, hey, how are you? Girl, you scared me. Look, I'm back. I'm crippled right now, but I'm back. Y'all, this thing had me so nicked. I was like, I'm not gonna drink any coffee. I'm just gonna do vinegar and water. I ate an apple for lunch. I'm not gonna go crazy, but it feels good to be back. But look, y'all, thank y'all so much for putting up with my mess and praying for me. I love y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed night.